Welcome back to the Whispering Past Soul Wellness Show. I'm Yogini Tami, and I'm also a Polarity Therapy practitioner. Today I have a guest, Rodney Derogene. Hi, Rodney.
Hey, Tammy.
Nice to have you on my soul show today. Rodney is an amazing healer. He is a Lomi bodywork practitioner. He's a Reiki practitioner, a yoga teacher, a doTERRA essential oil wellness advocate. He is dedicated to fitness at the gym, and he is committed to his soul wellness, and he's committed to his yoga practice. Do you have anything else to add, Rodney?
Not at all, but thank you for having me on the show today.
You're very welcome. It was my pleasure to have an amazing healer here so we can spread the word today about polarity therapy. And that's what we'll be talking about today. Rodney has experienced over 12 polarity therapy sessions. So he's going to be talking about his experience with polarity in his soul wellness, and I'm going to be giving you lots of knowledge about what polarity therapy is and how it can benefit your soul wellness journey. So Rodney, when polarity therapy was introduced to you as a possible therapy to bring into your soul wellness plan, what did you think the practice was? Did you have any ideas?
No, absolutely did not. I had a lot of curiosity of what that practice may be. I was like, hey, all right, polarity, thought about the word and what it meant, with like two magnetic forces coming together of opposite attraction. And I was like, in terms of like the body, like, all right, the masculine and feminine energies. So it was like, how is this similar or different than like a normal bodywork massage,
That's amazing because polarity has so much to do with the positive poles, the negative pole, the neutral poles of the body. So it's really amazing that you already had that insight before you even knew about polarity therapy. Polarity therapy is a very special, in my eyes, type of energy body work. The practice focuses on the relationship between the body, the mind, the emotions, and the life force, your energy. Polarity assists in aligning all the parts of the beautiful soul, the being of a person. As we move through life, our energetic force, our energy can get compromised. It can cause physical, mental, emotional pain. And polarity therapy helps to unblock the energies that have become blocked in the body. And when you unblock these energies, you're encouraging more harmony between your body, your mind, and your soul. Polarity therapy is a very powerful style of body work. It's a very empowering style of body work for a human being. And it really does help bring that body, mind, soul balance, that feeling of wholeness in the essence of your own being. So why did you decide to bring polarity therapy into your soul wellness plan?
I had my curious thoughts of, how could this help benefit me with all the things that I do, with what I do to keep up with my soul wellness, going to the gym, doing my business, my yoga, and all the other things that I have going on in my life. I wanted to know if this could be something that would help, bring it to the next level. And I took it upon myself to try it out, even though I wasn't sure what would come out of it. And I gotta say that I was beyond surprised of the results it had on my life.
I love the curiosity about what else that you can bring into your soul wellness plan. That curiosity, that wonder, that open soul, open mind to try new things, to really positively impact your body, mind, and soul. I think that's absolutely amazing. And I'm so thankful that you allowed me to be your guide in polarity therapy and to bring you into this world and to see all the amazing benefits that it has for you. Polarity therapy is a very interesting style of bodywork. It brings, as you know, many different modalities into the practice to bring that harmony to your body, mind, and soul. And some of the modalities that are included in polarity therapy is cranial work, foot reflexology, elemental pathways of the body, chakra cavity work, brachial plexus work, lymphatic drainage work, crystal work, cleansing auras, cleansing chakras, really taking the best care of the energy body, because we know now that when we take care of our energy body guides our physical being. So if our energy body is feeling amazing and elevated, then our physical body is going to follow suit. When your energy system is free from blocks, the human being can attain a greater level of health. When we have less energy blocks and our energy is flowing, we feel more vitality. You know, would you say that in polarity therapy, you feel more vitality within your own self?
Absolutely. I would say that with my experiences doing polarity therapy, that I feel like I have better alignment from like this, like my upper body, my sitting down posture, as well as interestingly, something that I found that I benefited from receiving the polarity therapy was I had faster reflexes. It was very interesting. Like I noticed myself, like after a couple of times of dropping different things and catching it, I was like, huh, this is interesting. You know, it was like, it happened so, it was like second nature almost, in which like these like instances happened. And I was just surprised at myself, and I had to like recollect of like the time of when it started, which was like around the time, sometime after my first polarity session to like, and throughout my polarity sessions that like these changes started to occur.
It's so interesting because I can remember you telling me about, you know, the knowledge that you were like, wow, my reflexes are better, right? And like, I was still learning about polarity therapy, right? Like, I'm a lifelong learner, and this is one of the newer modalities that I've brought into my business. And when I heard you, it was like interesting. It's been very interesting to watch you have all of these sessions and to see different things and to see how polarity therapy really has benefited you. Like, you can, I'm a real believer in energy, and I believe in energy, and I can't see it, right? But to actually be able to offer polarity therapy and actually see some things without the person telling me has just been like miraculous and very interesting to me. And I can remember when you first had mentioned about your reflex, and I was like, oh, that's interesting, you know, I was like, okay, you know. But then when I experienced actually seeing it, when you did a few things, and I was like, oh wow, your reflexes are really, really fast. So like to actually like see that, you know, actually like see it like tangible, like was really amazing to me. I also feel that when our bodies and our energy is freely flowing, which polarity assists in, I see that people are able to manifest more. They're able to move to a higher potential, and they're able to realize that and see that within their own selves. Have you had any experience with feeling like you have been able to be a better manifester of your dreams, your goals, your desires, as you've been experiencing this polarity therapy?
Yes, when it comes to work-related tasks, I've noticed I can go longer without stopping. Whereas, say, if I was driving long distances, I can drive for longer periods of time. I noticed that with the practice of polarity therapy and going to the sessions, that I feel more relaxed, more in tune with my body, more bodily awareness. I know, I guess I could say, like, I can go, I don't say beyond, but it's like, it's almost like it brought out like a new potential to like just do more and like be more, it's like more lively. I feel more lively.
I just want everybody to experience polarity, like just hearing you and seeing how it really has affected you really sets my soul on fire, because I just want to help people be able to be their best, feel their best, be their authentic self, speak their truth, live their life. And I really believe that polarity therapy helps us become more connected to our own essence, to our own being, which what you have been saying today really, it hits, right? It really hits. And I feel like the polarity therapy encourages us to really move to our highest potential. And I'm curious to know, during a session, is there anything that you would like to share with the audience about when you're actually receiving the session? Is there anything that you've experienced that you feel people should know about?
Well, it is a very enlivening experience for myself. There's been sessions prior to coming in where, you know, I've had like no bodily aches, you know, just from my working out and, you know, work-related functions of like sitting down for long periods of time and having work, that polarity therapy work done on me. I have felt like a brand new person. Like, I know polarity therapy works in various areas, one of which the psoas. I can get very tight psoas from long periods of time from driving. And like getting the polarity therapy, it was like I'm moving my leg and I'm like, wow, this is like, it feels great. Or like the spinal alignment, having that part worked on me is just like, wow, I didn't know at a certain level that my body is having these sensations of pain. And polarity therapy helps address that and just bringing about that healing that the person needs.
So it meets you where you are. How beautiful. That's amazing. And why would you want to continue? Or are you planning to continue bringing polarity therapy into your soul wellness?
I would definitely continue to do polarity therapy. I really like how it addresses and expounds upon the form of getting into the energy body.
Energy body is powerful, right? We
Yes.
take care of our energy. The sky's not even the limit, right? It's the same thing with our practice, right? Our yoga practice, all our meditation practice, all the practices that make up our soul wellness. When we practice first, everything else falls into place. So I really have a lot of respect for you, Rodney, for making your soul wellness, making your practice a priority, for taking the best care of you first. Because it's not selfish to take care of yourself, right? When you take care of yourself first and you're feeling amazing, you're gonna be better for everybody else. When you walk into a room, people are gonna feel your energy, right? They're gonna feel your soul. They're gonna feel your light, right? And we want to shine our lights all over the world. And so whatever kind of practices, they ebb and flow, they change, they evolve, You do stuff for a while, then you do some other stuff, then you usually run back to some stuff that's working, and some stuff you bring in and it's a constant, and you're constantly doing it. Because when we want to take care of our energy, when we want to take care of our bodies, we want to do it consistently, right? We don't want to get into a rut of where we're just kind of taking care when everything's kind of breaking down. We want to keep everything vital. We want to keep everything energized. We want to keep everything to the best it can possibly be in that moment, right? So I thank you so much for coming on today to share what Polarity Therapy has done for you and your soul wellness. Is there anything else that you would like to share about the benefits of soul wellness, or anything that you would like to leave our viewers with before we begin to actually show them some of the polarity work?
Well, I would say that if it's something that hurries one interest, definitely give it a try. Mm-hmm. Just experience that opportunity and open up your soul to an experience that you definitely won't regret.
I 100% agree with you, right? I always tell people, you got to try things. You got to experience. I can talk all about it. I can give you the knowledge, but until you actually have the experience, right? Because your experience is going to be different than my experience, because we're both unique souls, right? So what you experience in polarity therapy, what I experience, what somebody else experienced, could be very, very different, but also could have very similar similarities, right? So I thank you so much. And what I'm hearing today is that polarity works, right? So we're going to have this opportunity now to get you onto the table. And I'm going to actually be able to show our viewers some of the polarity modalities that we use. Polarity therapy is done all clothed. And we will get back to you in just a moment, and we will have the table up and continue. I'm really excited today to be able to bring you into the world of polarity therapy and actually show you some of the modalities that's used in the practice. You might notice that my hands are under Rodney's head. And this is called the 10th cranial move. And when you do this move, it elicits the relaxation response in the client. It helps to get the cerebrospinal fluid to release, which activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which is your relaxation response, your rest, recovery, and repair state. Once the client starts to relax, we go into what's called the opening moves. And I'm just going to demonstrate this on one side so you kind of get a feel for polarity therapy. And these moves continue to move the client into a deeper state of relaxation, into a deeper state, into their parasympathetic nervous system. Being in a relaxation state really helps the person reconnect with their own natural signals, their own body signals, to really express what their body needs so they can act upon what their own body wants. Take a deep inhale, Rodney, and just exhale it out. And so these opening moves would be done on both sides. What we do to one side, we always do to the other to keep the body balanced. And we just come in and continue with the opening moves. And polarity therapy also works with reflexology. So we really come in and we work with the feet. And your feet, they have a lot of energy, and they connect to the meridians of all the internal organs of the body. So you want to keep the energy in the feet flowing. You want to keep them unblocked. So the foot reflexology really helps to do just that. So there's a lot that can be done to help the energy of the body through foot reflexology in polarity therapy. We also work on chakras and chakra cavity work. We have 7 main chakras. They come from the root all the way up to the crown of the head. And polarity chakra work focuses on getting your chakras in alignment, so your life force energy can flow through the central channel of your body. The work aligns the cavities and it aligns the chakras, balancing the energy and helping to unite your body, your mind, your emotions, and your spirit. So I'm going to demonstrate what chakra cavity work looks like. We can just place our hands by our side. And we come in, and we always ask the person receiving if they are giving us permission to place our hands on the body in a safe way. We always want to make the client feel comfortable, safe, to receive the polarity therapy and also to do their deep inner soul work. And that's chakra cavity work. So aligning the chakras, aligning the subtle energy body. We have elemental pathways in the body: ether, air, fire, water, earth. These lines run down the body on both sides. We have ether, air, fire, water, earth. And then we have ether, air, fire, water, earth. So in the elemental pathways, we are working on these lines. They're called energy long lines, and they represent each element. And each element can be brought to balance by pressing different points of the body. And by pressing these points, we're aligning that positive, negative, and neutral poles of the body, creating a pathway that the energy can flow through without any blockages. When we turn Rodney over, I'm going to demonstrate the air pathway. So we'll be back in a moment. So polarity therapy, as you can see, we do some of the work as you're laying on your back, and then we do some of the work laying on your stomach. I'm going to demonstrate the air pathway. The air pathway focuses on your shoulders, your kidneys, and your ankles. We want to keep our air pathway balanced because our body is air. Our heart is air, our lungs are air, and we also want to keep our kidneys balanced because our kidneys help to balance the pH of our own blood. The nervous system is predominantly air, so we want to keep our nervous system free of any kind of energy blocks. Imbalances in our air pathway can cause shoulder pain, kidney issues, pain in the ankles. So let me bring you into one of the elemental pathways, air. So we're using points of the body. We're using that kidney point. And we're moving up. And we do this on both sides of the body. And then we go to the other side, and we just get the energy flowing. We can also do what's called an air tridosha, where we use our full hand contact. So we have our full hand contact on the ankle, and then the kidney, and then the shoulder. And then we would do that on the other side. So this would be the air tridosha to really help to balance the elemental pathway of air. We also will do crystal work. We'll do crystal work on the back. We'll do crystal work on the front. Typically, our crystals are bathed in water with Himalayan salt. But I just want to give you an idea today about lining the body, we always line the heart first. And we go to our third eye chakra and the throat chakra. And then we got our solar plexus chakra, sacral chakra, and root chakra. And we'll put some on the adrenals. And this is the back crystal work layer. Obviously, we would do it a lot slower. The crystals would be wiped down because they would be wet, and we'd want them clear. So crystal work in polarity activates your chakra system. It aligns your vertebral column. It moves energy throughout your energy pathways. It clears energy fields because natural quartz crystals has the ability to modify, intensify, and move energy throughout the body. Crystals are used in polarity as tools for alignment and realignment. We have crystalline structures in our bodies, so our bodies really resonate with quartz crystals. Our blood also has various crystalline structures, and we use these crystals in polarity to help awaken the body's cellular memories of alignment. Our bodies know alignment, but in this world, we do not give our bodies the right foundation and the tools to be able to continue to self-heal. So these crystals really will help bring in that cellular memory. And then we take the crystals off the body. And we always take the heart chakra crystal off last. The other thing to know about polarity therapy is it's very individualized. We have a lot of tools to use, as we've spoken about today, and we actually use a pendulum. And we ask what this client's needs are. This client may need the air pathway. It may not. This client might need the water pathway or the fire pathway, the ether pathway. They might need brachial plexus work today. Maybe they don't need psoas work today. So every time you come, it's individualized for where your body is, where your energy is, where your needs are. Polarity therapy has so many different modalities. I was just able to bring you a few today, kind of to bring you into the polarity world, to spark your interest, your curiosity, your wonder, of how it might benefit you for your highest and best. At the end of a polarity therapy session, we always do our closing moves to really help bring the client into the best relaxed, refreshed, feeling complete and clear state possible. The closing moves will really help to wrap the aura around the body and seal it off so their body, mind, and soul feels whole and balanced in that very moment. Polarity therapy teaches us that pain is blocked energy, whether it's physical, emotional, spiritual, or mental. So polarity sessions, like I said, are very individualized for what you need in that very moment. An amazing polarity affirmation is, I love my body and I trust its wisdom. How beautiful is that? That you love your body so much that you're giving your body what you need, what you want, what you desire. You're manifesting amazing soul wellness on your journey, and you're trusting the body's wisdom. You're trusting all the signals of what your body is trying to tell you that it needs, and you're listening, and you're making a plan, and you're placing action. I hope this soul wellness show on polarity therapy really sparked your interest today. I really hope that you will think about how it could possibly be brought into your own soul wellness plan so you can feel absolutely energetically, physically, spiritually, emotionally amazing. Let's pick our intention card today and see what our message is. Now is the time to take charge. This is a beautiful message because we all get swooped up by all of our responsibilities in life. And we know that soul wellness is all about taking care of our body, our mind, soul, finding that harmony and balance within ourselves while we're also taking care of the responsibilities of life. But sometimes the responsibilities can be very overpowering and we just don't take the time for us. And today, it's time to take charge. It's time to take charge and say, you know what? I am worth this time every day to do whatever practices set your soul on fire and to bring new types of modalities into your life. So thank you so much for learning about polarity therapy with me today. Peace, love, namaste. To learn more, you can go to www.whisperinpath.yoga. Namaste elevated until the next Soul Wellness Show.